Hey, how you doing? My name is Joel Zendejas. I am a probation correctional officer for the Riverside County Probation Department. And pretty much I'm going to explain to you a little bit of what my position entails on a day-to-day basis. Our job is to first and foremost safety first. We oversee the youth that are here incarcerated, and while they're here in incarceration, we provide services for them. The youth in the morning, they get their breakfast tray, they get hygiene, and then throughout the day, like any other teen, they attend school, and we provide that for them. While they're here, also we provide programs. We have a lot of educational programs in terms of you know drug use, gang related, gang awareness, and just programs that uh, we use and we have uh, to change the life of the youth in here. Our pretty much our the details of our job is day to day. Provide counseling, provide care. We provide everything that youth will need while they're in here in terms of food, snacks, hygiene. Um, Pretty much they don't lack anything that you would need on your day to day life. And so our job is pretty much to provide that and oversee the group or the units that we may be assigned to. Um, how I got to be a probation and correction officer pretty much started with an interest when I used to work for the Coachella Valley Unified School District. I was a security guard there for 10 years. And then working with youth, it allowed me to really, talk to them and get to know them and develop somewhat of a mentor role. And as I got to work with more youth that were troubled youth, it sparked the interest into have coming into a facility working with the youth that really need the guidance and someone that they can look up to and someone to kind of role model after. And so doing that for 10 years sparked my interest to be to work in the probation department. I've always wanted to work in the probation department. I didn't know exactly how or where I wanted to work it, but when I got this opportunity to work in the juvenile hall, um, it really felt right into what I wanted to do, and that's to work with the teens that are, that may be struggling in life, that maybe don't have a positive environment or a positive household, and so a lot of times they need some insight, they need some guidance, and they need some direction. And this job allows us to pretty much provide that for them. We make connections. I look forward to every single day, like trying to give somebody advice, the youth that are here. And so it provides an opportunity um, for us to do that. I'm very lucky how I found this career. Working in the school district, we get to kind of like work with law enforcement. And so working and being around probation officers that would visit the schools, it allowed me to really just kind of like dig deep and to pick the brains a little bit more of people that were in this field. And so that's how I was able to find this career. That's how I was able to find this field. So I feel very, very blessed in that sense. Um, there's a lot of rewards that come with this job. You know, the rewards are always, you get kids that come in and may resist everything everything in their way, from their household to maybe the environment, the areas they work, they grew up in. They may be resistant to that, and because of that, it'll cause them to rebel. So when we get kids that come in with that mindset, that mentality, a lot of times those are the challenges that really bring out the best in us to see if we can kind of mentor and kind of break down the walls a little bit of the youth that may be struggling. And when you're able to do that, when you're able to make a connection, and when you're able to find the reason why these kids may be acting the way they act, it makes it rewarding when you're able to kind of break those walls down, and then you make connections, and then in that connection you're able to kind of give guidance, give insight, and then you really find out what it is that the root of their problem that may cause them to kind of rebel in a sense. And so when you're able to make that connection, it changes their perspective, it changes their mind, and it also kind of changes their outlook. And before you know it, they kind of start to abide by rules and kind of follow with the program and kind of recognize what's right and wrong. And so when you're able to make that connection and they are able to see for themselves, the way they were behaving or the way they might have been acting wasn't really proper, then, it's very rewarding and it's very gratifying in the sense to know that you were able to provide that for somebody who was struggling. Um, in the 5 years that I've been here, and I've been here 5 years, I can tell you that there's been a lot of kids that I've been able to impact positive in that sense, and to hear them once they get released and they kind of change their life and they turn their life around and they come back and they thank you or they send in the letter saying thank you for all the guidance, that's always very rewarding, and it's also assuring that you're doing what you're supposed to do in terms of helping people out. So those those rewards, those gifts, always kind of encourage and really motivate me or anybody in this field to continue to push forward and push in a positive light to do, the job that we're supposed to do, and that's provide a service for those that need it. Um, some of the advice that I would give to somebody looking to get in this career is be focused, be dedicated, and really know the environment that you're getting into. It's challenging. I'm not gonna lie, it is challenging. But with that, growth comes, and if you have a mindset that you want to um, come in and make an impact, come in and be positive, come in and maybe change the lives or a life, just know that it's going to take a lot of dedication, it's going to take a lot of focus, and really just a lot of the character that you are. Um, People gravitate to good characters, people gravitate towards people who are willing to help, and if you come in with that mindset and you come in with that uh, ability to change somebody's life, you're gonna find that. So just if that's something that calls to you and that's something that you want to do, then this is the field for you. Just be prepared to sacrifice a lot of your time with family, a lot of your personal time, because this job it requires you to dedicate all of what you are and all of who you are to the beings that are in here. So if you're looking to make that impact, if you're looking to make that change, then by all means, this is the field for you. Um, and just to leave you with one last thing, you guys are in a position that are young and are able to start a career soon. If it's one thing that I could change about my path, is I wish I would have started at an early age. I'm an older man now, but it's never too late to get into it. But if you have an opportunity early on in your life to get a career, then by all means, do it. With that, I want to thank you for the time, and hope that I get to talk to you guys soon. Thank you.